Well, my beard raggedy. My beard needs a touch-up stat. Oh, what's poppin', YouTube? Didn't see you there. It's your boy Prophet Pedro in the mix. Just, doing some daily reading of the journal news, March 10th, 2016 edition. Because that just happened to be the day your boy made it. Inside the cover news. There you go. Who else gets a selfie in the journal fucking news? But yeah, boy, he did. Yep. March 10, 2016. Look that bitch up. I'm in there. What's poppin', YouTube? Again, it's your boy Prophet Pedro in the mix. Again with a brand new stinking video. I'm gonna keep my hair like this. Fuck it, bedhead hair for the win. I'ma rock the messy hair. It's all good. What a blood clot not. You know, you done know. You feel me? Wagwan, brethren. I decided, why not make a video of this, because I have had a lot of, local commotion when this ish first dropped, when it happened. Basically, yeah, I met Miley Cyrus. There you go. I met her, as the title can see, in a Whole Foods. So yeah, so how that kind of happened and boiled down, I'll kind of get to it in 1 second. I just wanted to show you that. My aunt went ahead and thought it was like world achievements and like cut it out and framed it. Look at that. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. Like, it's just one of those things. Miley Cyrus spotted in White Plains, which, yep, that's where I'm from. Don't come and stalk and kill me. Your boy was much fatter too. This was 3 years ago, so I was 19. So yeah, I met Miley Cyrus in a Whole Foods while smacked, like high out of my mind. This was when I was like 19, and like, people would like, I still toke, but it's like I would like toke like way more than I used to now. I would just be zooted the whole day. But anywho, so I'd go hang out with multiple different people, toke, yada yada. And then I think I went home that day. I think it was like a day I had off or whatever, yada yada. So it was like afternoon. And then I get home that day. And it's like a March, end of wintry, right before kind of spring kind of thing. So it was like, I think I remember that day being like wet and dark and like damp. One of those kind of gloomy days. I toke all day long. And then I get home, right? I get home and I'm just bulling, I'm chilling. And I used to play PlayStation back in the day. I mean, I'm about Xbox now. And so I had this one friend that would always be in the party, play whatever we'd play. I forgot what we'd play on. So we'd be on PlayStation playing yada yada. And then the day before, or like 2 days before, he had said to me, yo, like, you'll never believe, because he worked at Whole Foods, like, yo, you never believe who came through, and I went to high school with this kid too, so he was like, you never believe who came through my job at Whole Foods. It was Miley freaking Cyrus. And I'm like, what? Why is Miley Cyrus in White Plains? Like, I mean, I get it, because White Plains is like low-key, on the up and coming. So I'm like, why is Miley Cyrus? I mean, what's funny? I had seen Amy Poehler, I had seen Emily Blunt in White Plains before, so it's not like, well, very shocking. Justin Bieber, I think, was in a few months ago at a bowling alley. But yeah, so I guess celebrities do come here. But I was like, why is Miley Cyrus just out and about in a Whole Foods? So that was a few days before I met her. Then jump 2 days later to the day I do meet her, where I toke, I go home, and I just got home mad smack, like the second I just got home. And then this dude just texted me just for funs and shits and giggles. He's like, yo, Miley Cyrus is here again, like at Whole Foods. So a lot of people think, people that like I talk to and like locals would just be like, oh, like sure, I would be like, oh, I just bumped into her, but nah, I didn't bump into her. Tell me how my boy texted me. I was like, let me just go fucking meet Miley Cyrus, because why the fuck not? Like, my high ass sped to the Whole Foods. Meanwhile, Whole Foods was like 3 blocks, few blocks from my house, so it wasn't that crazy. But like, I got in a car, like I just got home, so I was still in my clothes and my keys was there, so I was like, let me just go to Whole Foods real quick, pick some shit up just for the shits of it, just to kind of bump into Miley Cyrus. At that point, I was just like kind of just gonna go. I was gonna get some stuff, but then I'm like, just see her in passing. Like, I didn't even want to go up to her, like, because I didn't want to be that kind of person. But then I get to Whole Foods, and then I'm just, I grab a little basket, pretend I'm a nice little customer. I'm like walking around. So he's like, yeah, Miley Cyrus at Whole Foods. I speed over there. I start walking around with my little basket. I'm like walking, like zipping through the aisles. I put like random shit in my cart to make it seem like I'm an actual shopper, like I'm not just like crazy. I go into one, like I'm like looping the aisles, and then I get into one aisle that's a little bit wider, and then there she is. And mind you, it's the vitamin aisle. Like, I don't know if any other Whole Foods has it, but this Whole Foods has like a whole section where it's just like vitamins and pills and yada yada and supplements and yada yada. It's like a whole GNC right in that like a vitamin shop in the aisle, and she was in there with like a friend or an assistant. It was just like this skinny dude she was with. It was just her and a skinny dude, like no entourage, no security, yada yada. It was just her and a skinny dude. She was in like black sweatpants with a black hoodie, like hoodied herself, and she was just like packing supplements, and her like cart was like mad filled with supplements, like mad filled with supplements. And then I see her there, and I'm like, fuck it, why not? Like, I'm like, for like 5 seconds, I'm standing there just kind of looking at her, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be a creep about it. So I'm like, I was like, yo, Miley, what's good?
Miley, what's good?
And then she's like, hey, what's up? Like, just kind of, she's like, I'm caught, I'm handing my no, but she's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, you know, you gotta make nice with the celebrities, what not so they don't feel uncomfortable, especially if she's by herself and she's this mega star. So I'm just like, oh, what's good? I'm a huge fan, like, what's poppin'? And I even told her, I'm like, I'm so high right now. And she's like, oh, you're cute. And I'm like, hey, like, I was stoned out of my mind. I don't know, I feel like I wanted to talk more, but I was kind of like, I wasn't starstruck because like I've met mad celebrities before, but I guess it was like a tad bit of starstruck mixed with just nerves because it was like on the spot. I just ran in there. It's like I bumped into like freaking Miley Cyrus at a Whole Foods while dumb smack. Like, what am I gonna do? So I didn't really do much. I just like was like, what's up? Told her I'm mad smack, and then like everyone's like, oh, you should have told her about your music. You should have got signed. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna sign you in the middle of a supermarket. That's facts. First of all, like, I'm not that thirsty. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I want to be self-made and like work my way up to the top. Like, I'm not about to beg her, be like, oh my God, sign me. I do this. Like, it worked for who? J. Cole. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not that thirsty. But anywho, but I did. I was like, so what's good? What's good with a selfie? Like, wasn't she into selfies back then or something? Like, I don't know. So I'm like, what's good with a selfie? You know? And then she's like, sure, what's good? And then we took the selfie. Let me just pull it up, bro. Let me. Just to show y'all in like digital form, because I showed you the print form. Okay. This is one of them because we took like 3 selfies, but this was like the best one. If it can focus. There we go. Prophet Pedro, go follow that. But yeah, that's on Instagram right there. And then that's how that happened. So yeah, I met Miley Cyrus smacked in a Whole Foods. I want to jump into 2 things real quick. How it got blown up, and then something else real quick. I don't know what to talk about first. Alright, so I'll talk about, since we're right there at meeting Miley, what she told me. So I feel kind of bad to this day. Like, I low-key like feel bad. Because I low-key sold out Miley Cyrus. Like, I was kind of dumb. Like I told you, I was 19. I was just like oblivious, naive, like kind of like trying to like come up. Like, I'm still coming up, but it's like I was like way more like naive. When I met Miley Cyrus, I told you we didn't really talk much, but I told her I'm smacked. She said I'm cute. She said 2 things, and then I asked for the selfie, and then after the selfie, she like dead ass. She was like, I like imitate exactly what she did. She was like, don't tell anyone we're in White Plains. We're in hiding. Like, she said that. She was like, don't tell anyone we're in White Plains. We're in hiding. Like, she did the hand movements and everything too. And I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna like go out and tell everyone, except for the fucking Journal News. No, see, that's what I feel bad about, because she literally like made it a point and told me like, don't tell anyone we're in White Plains. We're in hiding. And then what happens the next day? I sold out Miley Cyrus. Basically, this is what happened. A girl that liked the picture and saw the picture on Instagram, I went to high school with, her dad worked at the Journal News, and then she's like, OMG, like, would you be down to do like an interview with like my dad and yada yada? And then I'm like, sure, why not? So then he calls me like the next day afternoon, and it's like, oh God, I'm just getting really flashbacks right now, because this was like also like some other shit was happening in my life, like the same day that he did the interview, and I was like, this is like putting me right back. But yeah, so he called me and then did the interview over the phone, and he's just like, oh my God, how was it meeting Miley Cyrus? What'd you guys talk about? What'd you guys do? And it's like, I didn't tell him that I met her smacked. I told him smacked, and I just told him like the tidbits, pretty much. But then Of course, then that goes and publishes on the newspaper, and then the next day I'm in like so many different like local websites and Daily Voices and like LoHud, like which is like the news, like the local news sources here, like all over like the website and internet. Like you Google Miley Cyrus that day, it's like Miley Cyrus spotted in White Plains. I'm like, freak, I didn't keep her promise. Like I sometimes like think back, like I'll be randomly thinking, I'm like, what if Miley Cyrus like randomly, or like that week or that day, like she's like, damn, this kid really sold me out when I told him not to. Yeah, sorry Miley if you see this, my bad, I didn't mean to sell you out. No, but I really take it back because I was not thinking, but you know, I was 19, you can't blame me, like the F. But she was gonna get out anyways. But I heard she was in White Plains, in like the area. She was probably staying in White Plains because she was shooting something for an Amazon thing. I don't know, whoever follows Miley Cyrus, it's a Woody Allen. It was like a Woody Allen production, like a show for Amazon. I think I saw like one still of it. She had like a long blonde wig or something, but I never saw the actual episode or show or whatever it is. But yeah, that's what she was here for. And then that like blew up in the newspaper, and then like our local News 12, which is like if you're from the tri-state area, like you know who News 12 is, but News 12 Westchester came. I like woke up because I used to wake up for work like at 8 a.m. that time, and then I woke up to like inboxes on Facebook from like 5 a.m. from a lady representative from News 12, and she's like, we'd love to come shoot you and do like a segment on this. And I'm like, I'm about to go to work. Like I just opened it 2 hours later, and she's like, we'll meet you at work, like we're thirsty for a story, it's a slow news day. And I'm like, if y'all can pull up to work, then come through. And they pulled up to my job right in the parking lot. I came out, like I had brought like a change of clothes because my work clothes at the time was not fleeky. And then I switched into that work clothes and I went and did a quick thing, like I was actually on TV this time too. It was just a whole like thing for just meeting Miley Cyrus. And then two kind of funny stories. I'm trying to think. So the next day at work, then with all the hubba, there was a bagel shop right across from my job that would always have like newspapers and whatnot, and I go in there and I'm like, this can't be like it, you know, it's probably not in this one, like it's probably in some like stupid newspaper that's like not even big. And I go there, like the newspaper they have right there on top, I get it and I just pick it up right here. So I go in there and I'm like, nah, it can't be in this newspaper, like it's probably in like online only, it's not going to be in print. And then lo and behold, we go to Journal News, March 10th, 2016. Not cover page, and then, you know, not yet at least, we're not big enough for the cover, but inside cover, first fucking page. Who do we got there? We got Miley Cyrus and Prophet Pedro in the mix. Yeah, there we go. That's the time I made it into the, and I know there's a special name in like printing, like there's cover, but this one's called like inside or something. I know there's a special name to it. It's like inside cover or like first page, but there's like a term, I think. But that was the day I made it into the Journal News and met Miley Cyrus while smacked in a Whole Foods. And you know what's so fucking funny? This shit actually like haunted me like a time or two. Like a few months later, like that was March, like maybe in June or May, I got arrested for weed in White Plains because they're total dicks. Yeah, they're dicks out here. And they're like, there's some stupid shit. Like they'll arrest you, take you downtown, write you up, and then let you go. Like they bring you in just to embarrass you and waste your time. And if you're driving, they'll tow your car just for that fucking quick buck. And it's so annoying because it's like you don't get a record, you don't get anything, but it's like, don't fucking arrest me, put me in handcuffs and take me back. So like I get arrested, right? Actually no, this was twice. So it was twice I got stopped by the cops. Once I did get arrested, once they let us go. I was with two different people. But the first time that I got arrested, well no, it's both times. Yo, tell me how one of the cops says, isn't that the kid that met Miley Cyrus? I was like, yes, I'm famous, like, get me out of here, like, speed the process up, like, nah. But I'm like, yo, like, yeah, and what? I'm a celebrity, hey. Yeah, and I was like, Here we go. And then at work too, at one of the jobs I had, a freaking customer came in and said the same ish. Was like, oh my god, I saw you on the news. You met Miley Cyrus. And I'm like, yeah. What about it? Your boy Prophet Pedro in the mix. So yeah, that's a quick little story time I wanted to do. I'm sure it took 20 minutes, but it's a quick little story time. How I met Miley Cyrus, what happened after. I feel, I'm sorry, Miley, if you see this later on, like, and yet, you probably remember that kid you told me specifically not to sell you out and sold you out. I'm so sorry. Maybe one day, when we out here, we can collab, do something nice. But yeah, facts. I apologize. And then, yeah, I met Miley Cyrus and what? But I met mad celebrities, so it's nothing to me. Your boy famous. Hey, we famous out here. Facts, you know what we do. You know that model life. You know that speed racer. You know that fast life. Feel me? What you know about a diamond chain? See the shine and the glimmer on that? Focus on that. 18 carats, baby. 18 carats. Talking that Old Town Road life. Yeehaw. Alright. That's enough. That's the time I met Miley Cyrus. Don't forget to leave a bomb-ass comment under the video. Give that thumbs up. Do that like right now. Thumbs up or thumbs down. I don't care. It still boosts my goddamn algorithm. So thumbs up or thumbs down. Do both. Tell your friends you like it. Tell your friend to dislike it. Alright? As simple as that. And subscribe. That's right, folks. You're going to subscribe for more content on the rise. We out here. Prophet Pedro in the mix. Peace.